Hi folks, it's Harry at Ragamuffins Reclaim Bulgaria Bound. I'm just going to do a couple of quick videos about the spot that I've bought and give you a quick look outside at the building condition, the land, and then we'll go inside on a second video. So I'm just going to talk you through some of the stuff that I've seen and what I think, and then we'll go. Okay, so here we go. Okay, so I'm in Shumen province in a small village called Vesela Novo. It's very nice, peaceful and quiet. This is just outside my property. I'll get a better shot of the hill in a short while. But yeah, I can hear cockerels, hens, the odd dog barking, but nothing in particularly bad. Okay, so this is the property I've bought. So my land, basically, if I can get this right, try and get my finger in, follows the, where are we? Yeah, the tree line up there, goes round. I've got a meter apparently in front of the actual property itself. So let's start at the beginning. This is the barn, made out of a mud clay brick with straw. Nice dense bricks, good for insulation, nice thick walls. The wall condition's in really good nick and the roof is in really good nick. The tiles are Roman style clay and clay ridge, all in good order. There's the odd little bit here and there to see to, but not an issue at the moment. And it's good all along the barn, which goes to where you can see the hipped roof. That's the house. So let's just have a look. I've got a nice council bin here, which I'll have to deal with once I get sorted out a bit, but it's not an issue. So let's have a look. Under the brick wall, we've got some oak, lats, oak rafters and pan tile, no membrane, obviously that's no surprise. It's all in good nick. I'll spray it all just as a matter of course when I get around to doing the membrane and insulation. Nice big green double door, which again will make a lovely feature when I get done. So this is the barn. This will be the second part of the project when I get around to doing it. The chimneys are in reasonable nick. They need a bit of decent pointing doing and a little bit of titivation, but nothing too bad. Got a load of rough vegetation that'll soon sort out. Drain pipe there, not sure where that goes. What they run on is septic tanks basically, or cesspits, so that'll get sussed. Now we've just got this one little window in the barn facing over the village. I'm not worried about views over the village. Now we move on to the house. So same style roof, Roman tile, clay, odd one moved here and there, not an issue. It's nice and high up out of the ground. I've yet to discover what's under the floors space wise, but I'll deal with that this week. The windows I really like, and on this side of the property facing the village I'm going to try and refurbish them, and then I'll put some secondary glazing in on the inside using green oak and direct glazing, because it does get down, or can get down to -30 should I say. So we've got these two lovely big windows, and then at the top, I don't know if you can see, we've got just two little ones. So they're up above the ceilings. So I'll talk about that a bit more when we go inside. So I'm now coming round to the west facing gable, as it were. Two nice big windows here. Again, two small windows above in the attic, as it were, at the moment. Now they've been to the village and put in new electric reading meters everywhere, so that's a good sign as far as I'm concerned. The village is in development, let's put it that way, and it'll get better as it goes along, I'm sure. Things like refuge collection. There's no recycling as such. Now there's a few little cracks in the render here and there. I'm not worried about that at all. if there is an issue in the future and there's a bit of underpinning to do, then so be it. For what I'm paying for this place, I'm not worried. Okay, so let's scout around the property quickly. So this is my boundary wall. I'll show you the other side of that little tiled roof there. It's a lovely little brick oven, pizza oven. So boundary wall. I'll be taking a large part of this out so that I can access a drive and parking space for my vehicle and trailer, and get good access to the house. So just bear with me. This is a bit of a clambering about at the moment. Oop. Okay, we're in. Right, so effectively I'm in the corner of the garden. So let's get an overview. Whoop, there we go. Okay, so boundary wall in there, trees running round, house and barn. Well, house there, barn starts about where that tree is, the larger tree. So let's go around the boundary first. So the garden is well overgrown. There's some nice mature trees. There's some saplings that have got away while it hasn't been lived in. Not a problem. I bought myself a chainsaw and a decent strimmer to get cracking with that. I'm not going to butcher it. I'm going to give it a very good haircut though everywhere. So on the deeds, they reckon there's about half an acre here in all. I'll just film round again to the house. That's the house roof there, hipped roof. Ridge definitely needs repointing. Again, chimney, a little bit of repointing. Overall though, very good nick, so not a problem. Coming through the tree line here behind, there's a wire fence. I don't know if you can make out, that's my boundary. Coming through, there's a small outbuilding here that's been used for a dog kennels. It's pretty run down and knackered at the moment, so that'll be a little project in its own right. Probably become a smokehouse and food store. I'm intending on growing as much of my own food as possible, fishing, getting involved in a bit of barter with the locals and the other expats. So I'm just walking the boundary, as much for my own benefit as yours, so I've got a record of what the place is like. Now here's not a bad spot just to flick around and look over the village. So that's sort of the view from here over the village and the hills. So taking into account, I'm going to do a good clear up here. There will be more view. So if we just continue round, there's loads of thistles and wildflowers here at the moment. The bees are loving it, so I'm not going to take this lot down for the now. I'm going to leave them to feast on it. So yeah, round the edge, drops off a steep bank here to a forestry track. Again, I'll trim it all back, make it tidy, but I will leave quite a large section for wildflowers and the wildlife up in this top corner, because we want to encourage as much of that as we possibly can. Now apparently this tree here, once the flowers and berries have dried out, it makes nice tea, so we'll try some of that. Brambles, and pretty rough ground. I mean, nothing's happened with this for a long time, so there's some work in it, but that's fine, that's what I'm here to do. So dropping back down, this little building was an outside toilet. I'm going to build a composting toilet, but not there, but I'll use the bricks for something. East gable of the barn, we'll be looking at that in a minute inside. Coming back down and back to where we started. Okay, so that's the outside of the barn and the grounds. So that's what I've got for my money. Now I'm not going to tell you what I paid for it, but there's stuff all over the internet, so you'll get a rough idea, and I'm quite happy to answer questions, but hey ho, there we go. Okay, so I'm going to take us inside now. So I'll end this video here and I'll see you soon. Okay, thank you.